What's up, it's Julian from the village hidden in the leaves, and for this video, we'll be jumping into one of anime's most successful and popular franchises, Naruto. Slight spoilers for the 4th Great Ninja War arc in Naruto Shippuden, but if you've read the title, then there's really not much else I'm going to spoil. But if you successfully click this video without looking at the title, then I applaud you, and this spoiler warning only applies to you specifically. Anyway, in one of the toughest moments in all of Naruto, all of the legendary build-up and hype from the insane backstory given for Madara Uchiha culminates itself in one scene as he returns to decimate the Shinobi Alliance. You completely forget that he's actively murdering people as you stare at the screen wondering just what exactly he'll do next, until it happens. We've seen Fire Style, we've seen the Susanoo, we've seen the Rinnegan, but what we haven't seen is the Tengai Shinsei, aka Shattered Heaven, aka literally just dropping a giant meteor against the army, not once, but twice, just because you can. Anyway, today we'll be estimating the impact energy of said meteor if it actually hit. Instead of using force, we'll be using kinetic energy in joules, and the formula for that looks like this. M stands for mass and V stands for velocity. This formula is used to measure the kinetic energy of meteor impacts, so it's exactly what we're looking for. So to start off, we'll need to find the mass of the meteor, for which we'll start off by finding the volume. It just seems like it might be a challenge because of the sheer size, but we actually might have one handy ruler at our disposal. Inoki, the third Tsuchikage, pushes right up against the meteor in this panel, and we see complete view of the meteor in this one. Using his height at 130 centimeters to find his width, including the flare from his drape thingies, we can just copy paste him 51 times to reach each end of this image, and we get a rough measurement for how far across this panel is at 48.195 meters across. Now if we move on to the image of the entire meteor, the biggest assumption I'm going to make is that the length we just found corresponds to this nexus of clouds on the entire meteor. If anything, this is just a low ball, since the area could be much bigger. A low ball will give us a minimum impact, which is still useful. So once we have the length of this area, we can use it as a ruler, like we did with Inoki, and we get 578.34 meters across, which we'll use as the diameter of the meteor, which means that the radius is 289.17 meters across. To find the volume of a sphere, and I'll be calculating it as if it were a perfect sphere, even though it has a slight oval shape, we use this equation, and by plugging in our radius, we get a volume of 101,285,742.0635 meters cubed. The average density for meteors is 3,400 kilograms per meter cubed, so by multiplying these, we get a mass of 344,371,523,016 kilograms. Now onto the next aspect of the formula, the velocity. Obviously we can't tell how fast the meteor was moving based on manga panels, which is why for this we need to look at the anime. However, we only see a few seconds of it falling, and we don't have much to use to find its speed. So what I did was look at the cloud line, and as it breaks through the clouds, once the camera stops panning, we can see how much it moved from halfway to when it cut away in the 3 seconds we see this happening. Since we know the radius of the meteor, I used a very high level S-rank jutsu called holding a ruler up to my computer screen to find that it moved about 1/8 of its radius in 3 seconds, which would give us a speed of 36.14625 per 3 seconds, or 12.04875 meters per second. Finally, what all 5 of you who are watching this are waiting for, we can put these into the kinetic energy formula as 1/2 times 344,371,523,016 times 12.04875 squared, and we get an answer of 24,996,616,208,340.2 joules, or 24,996,616.21 megajoules, or 24,996.6 gigajoules, or 24.997 terajoules, or 5.97442,639 kilotons of explosives, which is what our handy simulators use to simulate the result of an impact this energetic. And there we have it. For reference, the meteor that exterminated the dinosaurs apparently released like 100 billion kilotons of kinetic energy, so Madara is nowhere close to that. But the atom bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki by the US government had explosive yields of 15 and 22 kilotons respectively. And the impact of Superman's pod had a yield of... Thank you for watching my video, and please, if you have any constructive criticisms or questions, please feel free to comment. I'm far from perfect and I do make mistakes. Also comment any video suggestions you have. Like, subscribe, and share, or else you'll wake up to a poorly animated pain.
My pain is still far greater than yours!